It's Friday morning right now and I have a work event later in the afternoon in Amsterdam, and I've just been having this like kind of off week, so I decided to take the day off work today so I can actually do some things for myself. So I'm gonna go to one of my favorite cafes. I think I'm gonna meet up with a friend and we're just gonna have a lovely day in Amsterdam. I wanted to show you my outfit, but I'm actually really in a hurry right now, so I'm wearing my blue shoes for a pop of color because other than that I'm wearing white and black. And I'm bringing a couple of things like my blue beanie because it's really cold, headphones, my book and journal, and just some essentials to have a little me day in Amsterdam. I just went to a really cute bookstore. It was like a second-hand English bookstore, but at the end of the day I don't need any more books, so I didn't end up getting one. But right now I'm heading to Salvo, which is this bakery, and I've never been there, but on Instagram I saw that they have these like winter specials, so I really want to try those out. And I'm meeting my friend there, so I'm gonna go head there now and meet up with her. I haven't seen her since September, I think, so we have some catching up to do, and she's also coming to the work event, so that's the plan. Vlogging in public will forever be the most humbling experience you will ever come across. It is time to make a coffee today. I am wearing this sweater that I got in Amsterdam the other day from Zara, and it's honestly the most comfortable thing ever because a while ago when I was shopping I wanted to get this sweater, but when I came back to Zara to actually buy it, because I didn't buy it at first, it wasn't in my size again. So now I was in Amsterdam and I passed Zara and I was like, I might as well go in and see if they still have it, and they did, and it's so comfy, just a basic gray sweater. But yeah, now I'm going to make a coffee, and I actually got a comment the other day on my YouTube asking about my coffee machine settings because we obviously haven't had this machine for very long. My latte art definitely still needs some practice because I still cannot do simply anything. Sometimes there is some kind of heart, or at least I think it looks like a heart. But I am practicing a lot, and someone asked about the settings, and I'm honestly still a little bit unsure about like all of the settings. But currently we have the grind size at 8, and then the grind amount is a little bit less than halfway. And now with the espresso, the pressure is like good and everything. I personally feel like it's a little bit watery, like it's running a little bit too fast, and I'm honestly not really sure how to change that right now. But Yup also did something with the settings with like water stream or something. I honestly have no idea, but I feel like it's a little bit more on like the watery runny side, but the pressure is good, so I don't really want to change a lot of things right now because I'm scared that I'll ruin it. I feel like it's just a work in progress making coffee with this machine, but it does gets so fun, and every time you get better you're like, oh my god, I actually made that. Especially if you obviously like making coffee. In my opinion, the hardest thing just still is the frothing. It just takes a lot of practice. Okay, the espresso is done, but actually one of my friends, Emma, who is a barista, she actually gave me this like kind of detailed tutorial on how to froth the milk, and that was so helpful, and I feel like it has gotten a lot better. Honestly, most of the time it's like hit or miss, because the milk will either be just too runny, like just still being the actual milk, or it's too thick because I would have added too much air. You know, we're just gonna try. I have my milk. I am definitely not an expert in this, so if you were looking for actual advice, this is not the place. Okay, it might be a little too much air, but we'll see. Please do not mind my not barista skills. Okay, that was definitely still too much air, and it's too thick, and there's definitely no latte art, but the coffee is still gonna be very delicious, I think. I just made myself some lunch, and I have just been having like a very much off week this past week, and I don't know, I just haven't been able to focus on anything, and just physically I'm just still feeling like a bit, not like actually sick, but just a bit off, and it's just really annoying. And I'm very grateful that with my job I'm a bit more flexible, that if I'm like actually not feeling well, I can be flexible with my hours and like when I work and everything like that. So I'm very grateful for that, because this past week it's just been so annoying, and I just cannot concentrate. And yeah, I've just been trying to take it a bit more slow, so I like do the things that I actually need to do, but then don't push myself too much with other things that I also want to do, because I have a lot of things that I want to do, but I just don't really have the energy to just do everything all at once now. So I just made a cup of tea, and I have been reading so much this weekend. I'm like a whole lot further into this book now, and I honestly really like the story now. It's just a bit different, and I feel like it's pretty original. So yeah, I honestly really loved the book, and it was just so wholesome, because as I said, I wanted to take some time for myself, and in Amsterdam I just went for a little matcha and just read in my book and did like some people watching, and it was just so wholesome. And I just tried to not go on social media as much, which is quite hard for me because I do go on like TikTok and Instagram quite often, but I've been trying to limit my screen time, which I feel like is very good for me. Yeah, I just had a really nice day. We had a very lovely dinner. We ended up going to Cafe Pico, I think is what it was called, and I feel like this is a restaurant that is pretty known in Amsterdam. I just have never been, but we didn't make any reservations because our dinner was pretty last minute, so we didn't really know where to go, and we passed this restaurant in the pipe, so we decided to just walk in and ask if they had a table, and they did. So we had some really good food and just a very lovely evening, and it was just a nice way to end the day. The last time I was in Amsterdam, I looked at this bag in the Stradivarius, and I didn't end up getting it because I felt like I wasn't gonna use it as much, because it obviously is quite like bold, if you could say that, and it's a bit bigger than like other handbags, and I was like, if I go to a party, am I gonna bring this bag? Probably not. So I did end up getting it. So now I was in Stradivarius again, and I honestly still think it was so cool, so I ended up getting it, and I do think it's like a really cool and nice bag, so very happy with that. And for the rest of today, I'm just gonna take it slow, drink my green tea, read my book, and just have a cozy time.